I call this meeting in the Northeast Independent School District to order. Let the record show that a quorum of board members is present, that this meeting has been duly called, and that notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, and the time is 5:31 p.m. Item 2, new business for possible board action. A resolution. 1, possible action regarding consideration and approval of a resolution canvassing the returns and declaring the results of a bond election and other matters in connection therewith. Dr. Micah.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd ask Mr. Jacob Bywaters, our Director of Government Relations, to come to the podium.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board, Dr. Micah, executive staff, and guests. As you may recall, the Board of Trustees called for a bond election at the regular NEISD board meeting on August 11th, 2025. That election was conducted on November 4th of 2025. The Northeast Independent School District's $495 million bond proposal consisted of 5 propositions. I will now read into record the results provided by Bexar County Elections of each proposition, including the total number of votes for and against. I will also list the number of overvotes and undervotes. A quick reminder, an overvote occurs when a voter selects more than the maximum selections allowed in a contest. An undervote occurs when the voter casts a ballot without voting on a certain item. Is that better? Sorry. Proposition A, general. Proposition A was approved by 60.41% of the voters who cast a ballot. A total number of 41,349 voters voted for, while 27,099 voters voted against. The total number of votes was 68,448. There were 0 overvotes and 1,632 undervotes. Proposition B, technology. Proposition B was approved by 56.62% of the voters who cast a ballot. A total number of 38,585 voters voted for Proposition B, while 29,563 voters voted against Proposition B. The total number of votes was 68,148. There was 1 overvote and 1,931 undervotes. Proposition C, athletics. Proposition C was approved by 50.11% of the voters who cast a ballot. A total of 34,117 voters voted for Proposition C, while 33,967 voters voted against Proposition C. The total number of voters was 68,084. There were 0 overvotes and 1,996 undervotes. Proposition D, stadiums. Proposition D was rejected by 53.15% of the voters who cast a ballot. A total number of 31,779 voters voted for Proposition D, while 36,054 voters voted against Proposition D. The total number of votes was 67,833. There were 0 overvotes and 2,247 undervotes. Proposition E, natatoriums. Proposition E was rejected by 50.27% of the voters who cast a ballot. A total of 33,718 voters voted for Proposition E, while 34,085 voters voted against Proposition E. The total number of votes was 67,803. There were 0 overvotes and 2,277 undervotes. Additionally, there was a document that was provided to you separate of the resolution. This is a tabulation, including the total number of voters who cast a ballot for and against all 5 measures by voting precinct. I do not intend to read off the results from every precinct, but this document has been provided and is publicly available as well. The Board of Trustees is obligated by Sections 67.003 and 67.004 of the Texas Election Code to conduct a canvass of the election before the results may be finalized. The resolution canvassing the results of the bond election has been filled in with the correct vote totals collected from Bexar County Elections. This document should be signed by the board president. The certificate of secretary pertaining to the canvassing resolution should be signed by the board secretary. It is recommended that the Northeast Independent School District Board of Trustees approve the attached resolution as submitted. I thank you all and stand ready for questions if needed.
Thank you, Mr. Bywaters. Does anybody have any questions before we move on with this? All right, so with that, do I have a motion to adopt a resolution canvassing the returns and declaring the results of a bond election?
So moved.
Thank you, Ms. Shelton. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Ms. Chidgey. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Motion passes 7-0. And before we go to the next item, I just want to say there are a lot of people who worked very hard on this, including Mr. Bywaters, who's standing in front of us. But thank you to everybody that went to the presentations, that prepared the presentations, that went out to the community. I know there were a lot of people that worked really hard to get the website going and keep it updated and all that. So thank you all very much for that. We had a great turnout in the election. We didn't get everything passed, but we got a huge amount of this passed, which is fantastic for our kids and our schools. So thank you all very much. And with that, item 3, adjournment, and the time is 5:36 p.m.